Hi everyone, in this video we'll discuss a critical aspect of Kubernetes security, which is certificate rotation. So we need to make sure our clusters are always up to date with the fresh certificates. They don't have, they are not, using certificates which are basically vulnerable. And to make sure our clusters don't get affected due to the expired certificates, let's explore three main approaches to certificate rotation in Kubernetes. First is upgrade for automatic rotation. So this is the simplest and most secure approach, especially for older clusters. Upgrading your Kubernetes clusters offers, latest feature sets, several, new functionalities, including automatic certificate rotation during the upgrade process. As part of the upgrade, Kubernetes takes care of, rotating your certificates to make sure to minimizing your manual intervention. So when you're managing clusters through Rafay platform, and try upgrading those clusters, internally it makes sure that it updates all the Kubernetes certificates to avoid manual intervention. Second is automatic rotation with Rafay platform. If you are managing your upstream Kubernetes clusters through Rafay platform, the Rafay platform streamlines certificate management for upstream clusters. Our system proactively monitors the certificates and sends out email alert 60 days before the expiration. This notification gives you ample time to prepare for the upcoming rotation. But here's the best part. 30 days before expiry, the Rafay platform automatically rotates the certificates, ensuring your clusters remain secure without manual intervention. And third thing is manual rotation with the Rafay platform. So while automatic rotation is ideal for most situations, the Rafay platform also provides flexibility for manual certificate rotation. This can be helpful in specific scenarios such as addressing immediate security concerns, and making sure if there is no vulnerability that is there on the existing certificates. So in our recent release, we have added this enhancement and for our users to make their life easy through a user-friendly interface of our platform. You can initiate manual rotation of certificates whenever needed. This video, I am going to show you manual rotation through our platform, and we also do automatic rotation. As I said, we send an expiry email alert. Based on that, our system automatically upgrades the managed Kubernetes clusters through Rafay platform. Now let's look at how can we do manual certificate rotation. Now if you see these are my two clusters. Now before I jump into showing you manual rotation, let's look at what are the different types of certificates that are there on the Kubernetes cluster. So if you see, I have this cluster. I am running one master and one worker node. If you see, control plane, and this is the worker node. And now if I look at the certificates, so these are the list of certificates that are part of this Kubernetes cluster. First is API server etcd client certificate. This is the certificate which API server uses to talk to etcd client, through using this client certificate. Now second is Kubernetes API server kubelet certificate. This is the certificate that API server uses to talk to kubelet, and this is the API server certificate, and this is the CA certificate which is used to sign these certificates. Now there's also an etcd certificate. Now this CA is used to sign these etcd certificates. Now there's also front proxy certificate which is used in the kubeproxy case. Now these are the different certificates that are part of a Kubernetes cluster. Now making sure they're always up to date is something very, very crucial to to avoid any sudden cluster disruptions. So let's look at how Rafay streamlines the manual certificate rotation process along with the now if you see, there are I have this cluster, demo MKS cluster. There are, as I said in my talk, there are three ways. If you upgrade your cluster through Rafay platform, it automatically upgrades your certificates as well. Second is automatic rotation, that Rafay platform proactively monitors your clusters and then automatically rotates 30 days before the expiry. And fourth is manual. We have given enough control to the user, so that enough flexibility for manual certificate rotation. So let's look at how you can do it through Rafay platform. So if you see the gear icon, click on it, you can see view rotate certificates. Now as part of this, when you hit on view, you will see all the certificates and their expiry. When are they going to get expired? These are all CAs. Usually CAs have 10 years of expiry, and this is the control plane certificate. As I discussed, as I showed you, API server, HCD, health client, API server certificate. This also has an expiry of 1 year. Now if you go to rotate, you will see different options. Now based on your requirement, we have given enough flexibility. Now based on the certificate that you would want to rotate, you can just click on any one of them and just rotate. So so if you see, let's try Kubernetes CA. As part of the Kubernetes, as part of the certificate rotation of Kubernetes CA, it will rotate all this certificate: CA, front proxy CA, API server, kubelet certificate, client certificate, and front proxy client as well, on both control plane and worker node as well. So as part of this rotation, we also have to make sure we do this activity during a maintenance window, because when you rotate Kubernetes CA, we need to make sure all the pods or which are part of the operator which talk to API server, they need to be restarted when you do this Kubernetes CA certificate rotation. Now let's see how easily you can rotate this certificate. Now you select this and click on rotate certificate. The moment you hit rotate certificate, our rotation process will start in the background. And if you see this, there's a card which shows you, okay, this is in progress. So it will start initiating the certificate process. Now there, if you see, we give an option to track the activity. Now if you go to activity log tab, we will see a initiated certificate rotate request. And then in the background, it is doing a certificate rotation. And once it is finished, you will see a finished event as well. Let's wait for the finish event. First, the K to CA got initiated. As part of this, it rotated all the front proxy, API server, all the certificates. As I discussed here, it rotated front proxy CA, API server kubelet, front proxy client on the control plane first, and then second request was on the worker node, because when you update Kubernetes CA, it will be rotated on both control plane and worker node as well. So if you see, this event is on the worker node, this was on the control plane node. So if you see this way, the certificate rotation was done in a very smooth and streamlined way. So like this, you can also update HCD CA certificate as well, which will include HCD CA, HCD server, HCD API server, HCD, and then HCD health, edge health check, and HCD peer certificates. So this is how you can easily rotate certificate manually through Rafay platform. I hope this feature will help you rotate the certificates in a streamlined and easy way. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.